Hi, my name is Leighton. I'm the best-selling author of Exactly Where You Want to Be, a business owner's guide to passion, profit, and happiness. Good speakers make you feel different. Exceptional speakers allow you to act differently.
So, we're being hijacked. I'm in Pakistan in a United Nations humanitarian air service helicopter. They're pretty big. I realize that we're in the wrong place. I'm looking down and I see the Kashmir mountains are on the wrong side. So I unbuckle my seatbelt. I stand up, being careful not to step on any of the corn or other food that's in the center of the helicopter, and I walk up to the pilot. I let him know my curiosity, and he points out to the left window, turns to me, and he says, "You see the two F-16s? They're telling us where to go." Now, I don't know if you've actually seen an F-16 fighter plane in the flesh, so to speak, but it's 49 foot long. It's pure muscle. These are frightening machines. Not to mention they're stupidly fast and have a huge amount of firepower. So, I should probably mention at this stage that the helicopter I was in was owned by the United Nations and branded as such, and for the last 2 days I'd been entertaining and chaperoning 20 of the world's most respected journalists from around the world. I was in Pakistan, we were meeting with the Prime Minister, the President, the head of the military police. Hi, my name is Leighton, and as well as having represented the United Nations, which is the largest charity organization in the world, I've worked with large listed enterprise companies, small and medium-sized companies and businesses, members of royalty, politicians, artists, and entrepreneurs in Europe, Asia, the Americas, the Middle East, and of course, in Pakistan. I have started, run, purchased, and sold multi-million-dollar marketing agencies, and for the past 9+ years, I've coached high-performing leaders and their companies. Today, I'm here to tell you that something has changed, and you need to know what that is before your success leads to a lack of purpose, because success without purpose is worthless. What has changed and why? Well, let's start with the why. As you may have observed, society has gone through one of the largest changes that it has ever seen over the last 100 years. One small virus known as coronavirus caused COVID-19. You've heard of this, right? Our story begins in the Industrial Revolution. The Industrial Revolution began in Britain in the early 1760s, largely with new developments in the textile industry. Yeah, I know what you're thinking. You know this. But let me sum up the Industrial Revolution for you. Work harder, you do better. In the mid-1980s, the era of dubious fashion, outlandish new music styles, and classic movies, for many economies it came down to one thing: shareholder value. Then came the dot-com era, just work harder and faster. I am, of course, referring to perhaps one of the biggest misgivings of the 2000s, the rise of many pointless fireside chats, and the mindless rantings of entrepreneurs such as Gary Vee. Now, work more, work harder, work faster, work for free, give me a fucking break. All that is outdated. Sorry, COVID screwed that all up. It also gave us new hope. The COVID-19 reset, just like the snap of Thanos' finger, changed everything. And I do not think the Avengers are going to be able to reverse this. Let's look at what happened. To the millennials in this room, on behalf of Generation X and baby boomers, I would like to say, sorry, you were right. But seriously, you as a leader, as a business owner, as an entrepreneur have changed. So have your team, so have your customers, and so have your suppliers. What's important now? Relationships. We value relationships far more now. My grandfather, that dude in the tails, walking into Buckingham Palace to have tea with King George VI, was accused of treating his family like his friends and his friends like his family. He worked stupidly hard hours, founded a successful stock brokerage firm that survived long after his retirement. You are not going to be able to work harder anymore. First, you better start with why. Yes, ever since Simon Sinek's TED Talk in 2014, last time I checked, over 55 million viewers, we've known we have to start with why. Not profit, that's a result. What is your purpose? What is your cause? What's your belief? Why do you exist? Why does anyone else care? There are two tools that you can use for purpose. The first is to write down your personal vision. One of the most difficult things for any of us to do is to look out beyond our immediate future and imagine where we can be. It is even harder to paint that picture in such vivid detail and bright colors that our mind's eye can see it becoming real and give us a source of motivation every day. I don't have time now to show you the details of how to craft your 100-word personal vision statement, but if you do want to, the process is relatively simple, and I'm happy to share with you the free template. Check out the link, and the landing page there will show you exactly what the template is and how to complete it. Lastly, I want to get really strategic with you. We already looked at the broad levels of how COVID has pushed technology. Let's look at more granular level. What's going on in your business today? What are the smart business people doing to take advantage of recent technology changes? Here are a few that I am seeing right now. Information and dashboards. This is where smarter is way better than harder. It is even easier to get data from your business. The more data you have, the easier it is to find the most profitable solution. Freelancers are awesome, but sometimes we actually need permanent team members. That could be put on a 20 to 60-hour week. As we already have seen, recruiting is hard. Big businesses have known this for some time, having the ability to offshore their customer service departments, etc. So COVID, at the same time, brought this advantage to everyone, to smaller businesses. Let's consider a couple of factors here. The best performing businesses have processes. In fact, the only way to build something that has the potential to grow bigger is for you to be using teams and delegation and processes and automation. I'm sure you've read, heard, or know about The E-Myth by Michael Gerber, the classic book that basically can be summed up in one sentence. You need processes in your business. Now, if you're like most business leaders, while you may understand the need for business processes, you're still struggling to implement them in your own business. So I'm going to reinforce this. You do need processes in your business. And here's how. If you really take a long, hard look at it, you can automate a great deal of your business. The technology is there, it's adaptable, and it's really affordable. Celebrate the happiest business owners that I'm working with are celebrating their success with their friends and their family, not just their business teams. That is your champagne moment. Write it, own it, celebrate it. My name is Leighton. I wish you passion, profit, and happiness.